Do you think this is the most personal project you've ever done?
Yeah, we got one.
She's up dancing when the stars come out.
This is a tune.
She ain't your typical preacher's daughter. She'll leave you dreaming, yeah, there ain't no doubt. There's a little bit of devil in her angel eyes. She's a little bit of heaven with a wild side. She must be heaven sent.
What? Let me get out my shotgun and shoot that squirrel. Where is it? There. He sees a squirrel.
You don't have your license, that's it.
It doesn't matter, dude.
Where is it?
Right there, dude. Sorry, bro. Give me a shot. Can you hold this for a second? I'll hop the fence and go just look at it real quick. Can we just hear this one? Yeah. This Saskatchewan adventure is a journal of my great-grandfather while he was there.
Mm-hmm.
And I read it. And, you know, I don't want to toot my own horn or anything, but this, because this is 100 times more hardcore. I mean, these guys are doing it before Gore-Tex or anything. But I could see the same thought processes as I write, like in my journals, and you know, his diction is 100 times better than mine, but I could see this passion for just, I don't know, experience or something new, or like, you know, something which you haven't grown up with.
How old was he?
He was early 20s.
You're early 20s.
So I guess it's the same demographic.
Around 11 o'clock tonight.
What's hitting me more now is not the actual survival in nature. It's the guts to kind of leave your old life behind and say like, well, hey, I'm going to Jersey every weekend for 2 days of horse riding, but these guys go for a whole winter.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of passion to actually leave your life for that amount of time in the name of, you know, self-worth and self-drive. And it's funny because halfway through the journal he starts, you know, writing about like his girl dramas and on the Jersey Transit coming back on Sunday night, and my boots still have horse shit on them. I definitely feel refreshed, and you know, I do the same thing back home. When I was graduating high school and my exams were getting to me, I would definitely go for a run in the mountains and come back that night just muddy but feeling super duper.
Here we go.
Dork. I graduated high school, and the next day I bought a one-way ticket to Santa Fe, and I was living there for 6 months, and you know, I definitely wasn't a man by that point, but I think that period of like, you know, I'd left home but wasn't on my own feet yet, but I was still kind of walking my own path. He was definitely shaping me a lot by that, and to me, like, he kind of has that duality in him now where, you know, he's 80, what year is it, 2013, so he's 83 this year, and he's had some stories, you know, when I come back from climbing or hiking or whatever in Santa Fe, I'll show him my battle scars, and he'll be like, yeah, well, when I was a little boy, you know, I had one 6 inches bigger. I definitely think there's some genetic line in there, which I take from my grandfather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come here, Sam. Come on, girl. There you go. go. There you go. Stupid dog. Sending the last route. It's gonna send a 512. Taking the 2 whippers on it, but see if you can send the last one. Yeah, she came back.
You know, on the road, like any 20-year-old, affected me greatly. It really did. It just, you know, that rebellion to society, which Christopher McCandless had in Into the Wild.
I'll throw it down when you drive me home. Take the long way around. I'll be you, be my Lois Lane. I'll be your Superman. All you gotta do is put a thing in my hand.
I'm reading Walden now by Thoreau. And to me, it's the same thing. It's this, like, escape from the norm, escape from society, escape from expectations to, I don't know if it's to prove your worth in nature, but I think it's just to prove yourself to yourself. My plan is I'm gonna drive to West Texas, get a puppy, come back to Santa Fe, buy a really, really shitty pickup truck, and then just bum around the States for a while with my pickup truck and my puppy. And like expressionless, my grandma just leaves the room. She comes back, she just throws this book at me, and I'm like, pick it up, and it's Travels with Charlie by Steinbeck. And grandma's like, you read that.
Hi. Hey, how are you? Samantha.
This guy who just leaves everything, has a pickup truck, has a puppy, and leaves no stone unturned and just goes out for experience. And to me that sounds pretty close to home and sounds like a pretty good game plan for me. In a weird way, I think she knows. Do you know what I mean? And half of me just wants it to say, like, oh, just, you know, a mother knows her son. But I don't know. I think there's something more than her and my relationship being mother and son. I think it's what we were talking about, this, like, genetic thing. I think there's that same gene being passed down. And in her age and in her wisdom and with, like, you know, everything medically she's gone through, I think she's in that stage of, like, reflection. And I think she can see it's sparking in me. It's not to say I think she sees herself in me, but I think she knows the same neurons are firing in my head as her was. And that's the first time I realized that. As idealistic as I would like to be and relive my great-grandfather's Saskatchewan adventure and feel what Thoreau felt and live as hard as Dean Moriarty did and survive in Alaska as McCandless did. I want to have the same self-discovery as those wanderers had, but my family still has to come first throughout it. I started songwriting probably as most 18-year-old boys do, getting dumped. And, you know, writing about her, the one that got away. And I still do. Fuck, it's therapy. It does help. But now the songs, if you asked me to play 2-3 songs for you, I wouldn't play songs about her. I would play songs which are these kind of more personal reflections and self-portraits, I guess.
The Lord, please be my friend and buy me another drink. 'cause I can't bear my tab, and I really like to know what you think. But when my nights are done, who am I supposed to see? My brother, my mother, or some sort of reflection of me?